Hey everybody, it's James Schofield, and this is something I do on my Dungeons and Dragons channel, where I take a little walk over to the coffee shop and just kind of talk about stuff. Fun little behind the scenes. I end up just editing the video and getting it uploaded while having my coffee at the coffee shop. That's why I got the backpack. But I wanted to do this for this channel as well. I want to start documenting kind of my journey through trying to break into voiceover work and voice acting. Here's where I'm at so far. I have the microphones that I need. I now have my MV7 Plus, which I've had for my podcasting, but honestly, I know that everybody says not to use dynamic microphones for voice acting, which, don't get me wrong, when I'm doing actual like voice acting and doing a role in a fiction, yeah, I'm not going to be using that microphone, of course, just because there's going to be so many different kind of dynamic things that I'm going to need to have a little more range and have a little more forgiveness on the microphone. But I will say, for my audiobook stuff that I'm trying out, for the commercial stuff that I'm doing, it sounds pretty dang good. Anyway, though, I decided though that, you know what, I need to invest in everything else as well. So I went out, got a Rode NT1 5th gen, which I love, but I can't really use it that much right now because the space that I'm in, it's really difficult to sound control, to do sound dampening. It's a very noisy house that I'm in currently. So I'm not using that right now in my actual space at home, but I do have space in the church that I go to. They were gracious enough to let me borrow a room whenever I need it. So I have a little bit set up in there. You know, have some acoustic panels on the wall and such. They're not the greatest, but they do the job. And then I have some sound dampening blankets on the way. And then I just got, I never have had this before, but I have a shotgun mic now. It's pretty cool. Finding out that the interface that I have though, it works pretty well. But once I start to bring the gain up a little bit, I am starting to get a little bit of that little bit of that fuzz or that little bit of that static in the background. It's very subtle, but I don't want that noise. Can't really use that yet, but that's okay. I have the equipment. I have the foundation now. It's fine. But I also did today set up a little meeting for a voiceover community and met somebody. And first of all, pretty weird, because a lot of what was going on in my life is very similar to what was going on in his. And then he dove into voice acting as well, on voiceover work. So we got to talking for a while. We actually went over our meeting time, and it was just great. It was a great experience. I'm gonna add a link, actually, for anybody who's watching this that might be looking into voice acting as well. I'll leave a link in the description to the community that you can check out. There's like some free stuff on there, and then they've got a monthly package that you can do in the community, which I am debating, of course, getting into that. I really just kind of wanted to talk though about where I'm at currently in my journey. And I gotta say, I'm having a blast right out the get-go. I'm loving this. The community of the voiceover artists that I've been talking to, just the openness that they have and willingness to help others has been magical. I've done about 40-ish. Yeah, I sent in about 40-ish auditions right now to start. And, you know, I'll be quite honest, I don't really expect any callbacks from those, but point is, I'm starting to get that experience, I'm starting to get that knowledge, I'm starting to get used to doing these auditions. And it's just been a lot of fun, you know, learning new things with sound and learning new things with different techniques that you can do with your voice. And just being able to learn all that has been phenomenal. And it's been a great experience. And honestly, I don't want to say like everything that's happened to me in my life recently. It's been great that has allowed me to do this now. But I mean, really, yeah, I mean, this is a silver lining moment for me. You know, over the last few months, I've started divorce proceedings. I've lost my job. I lost my car. Because of the divorce, I've lost my home. So it's been pretty hard. But I'm starting to feel like this is the push that I needed to get into this, because it's been my passion. You know, I said it in the previous video, I love audio, and I love being able to tell stories and provide sound to those stories with my voice. So I'm looking forward to continuing this journey and looking forward to getting more equipment because I am a gearhead. And that's the other thing that I was telling them today, is that what's great about this industry as well is being a gearhead, I can be making investments versus just buying a bunch of crap. But I'm gonna get to work and get that research in and continue doing those auditions just to get used to it. And hopefully I will land something here soon. But even if not, you know, I'm having a blast. You know, this is a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun doing all this. And I'm hoping that you'll continue on this journey with me. And on this channel, of course, I'm still gonna be singing and I'm still gonna be putting those videos up, but then of course I'll have these voiceover ones as well. So if you do like this content, just make sure to subscribe and throw me a like. And if you're a voice actor or if you're a voiceover artist, if you're aspiring to be one, leave me a comment as well. Let's have a conversation. You know, let's get a community going and let's get some discussions going where we can all trade and talk to each other and get to know one another and really hopefully help each other out. So again, thanks for stopping by and going on a walk with me to the coffee shop, and I'm looking forward to providing you some sound.